Hi everyone, my name is Kim from Yesterday's Tomorrows. I am part of the Paint Couture creative team, and today we will be creating a vintage inspired spring bunny box using beautiful AB Studios decoupage paper and Paint Couture products. All right, first let's start off with a beautiful paper mache bunny box, and I will be painting it in buttercream. Now buttercream is an antique white. Anytime you're decoupaging, you want to make sure that you paint the piece white so your paper pops. And then I needed a color for the side that would match the beautiful Shabby Chic roses paper from AB Studios. So I went with Vera at the Beach. That is literally one of my favorite pinks from Paint Couture. I have it in my favorite bundles on Paint Couture. You can find everything I'm using in the descriptions below this video if you're interested in making this. All right, so let's dry it, and then after it's dry, we are going to start and we're going to decoupage the top of the box, the bunny box. All right, so there we go. I almost forgot. I needed to paint the sides. The sides of the bunny box need to match the bottom of the bunny box. Oh my goodness. I'm sure you creative people have done the same thing. I forgot to paint something. All right, so the pink is painted on the side of the bunny box. So there we go. Now we're done. All right, so now we are going to be applying the ABC Studios paper. Isn't that so pretty? That is so shabby chic. That is so me. All right, so my favorite decoupage medium is the decoupage medium in either shine or matte. Today we're using matte because after we apply this, we are also going to do a crackle finish on there. So I'm just applying the decoupage medium, and then we're going to put the paper on. Now I do not put a lot of decoupage medium, just one thin coat is all you need. You'll find that it'll lie a lot easier for you when it's a thin coat than a thick coat. You don't want it oozing out the sides and dripping down and all that. You only need a thin coat. All right, so once I got that on there, I'm just going to cut around it so when I do sand it off, it's easier for me to sand, and then all the rest of that paper I get to keep for another project. All right, so now you just put another top coat of your decoupage medium on there, and then you need to dry it. Do not try to sand it when it's wet, or you will actually tear the paper. All right, so there I got my little gator, and it's coming right off because it's totally dry. And then just sand it, and then you can start applying whatever you're going to be doing to your project after that. Now we are going to be doing first it's called paint splatters. Now I'm taking vintage lace, right, and I'm going to put it into a little container, and then I'm going to be adding a little bit of water to it to thin it down. And I just thought the back and the sides needed a little something, so I just take a little stencil brush, and I just take a wooden dowel, and I just put this paint splatters over that, and it just gives it a little something on the sides and the back. And look at the splatters. Isn't that pretty on there? And it's like vintage lace is like a muted gold, I would say. All right, so now let's do the crackle finish. There's step 1 and step 2. Make sure you're using a extremely clean and dry brush before you do your crackling. All right, so you put step 1 on, apply a coat of that, and then you dry it. And it's got to be thoroughly dry in between coats. And then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to put step 2. Now, step 2 also needs a clean, dry brush. Do not use the same brush. Go with a new, clean. It doesn't have to be new. It just needs to be totally clean and dry. All right, so we put our step 2 on, the same as we did the step 1, and then this is when the fun begins. All right, so now we are going to be hitting it with the dryer, your heating source, and now the magic begins. And now it starts to crackle. I don't know if you guys can see the crackle in the camera or not, but now I like to fill in my cracks with gold pigment powder, and that's what I'm using right there. So you just take a little artist brush. You can fill it in with whatever you like to fill in your fine line, your crackles with, but I like to do it with the pigment powder, and with a little artist brush. And you want to make sure you do not use a baby wipe to wipe it off. You just want to use a paper towel. No water on that. You're using water-based products and you will reactivate it, if that makes sense. All right, so then you take your paper towel and you keep rubbing it off until you get it, the effect that you want to achieve. All right, but look how pretty that is, all shiny and gold with all the crackling. And now it looks vintage and shabby chic, the look that I am going for. But of course, it needs a pretty little bow. Every bunny needs a little bow. So I just made a little bow with some fabric scraps I had laying around, and there you go. And I hope you enjoyed this project, and I hope you try it for your home decor. If you like this video, please come and subscribe, come and join me again. Happy Easter, everyone.